You think we're going to beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not.
Here we go.
It's the boys.
They can't call it floor 13 because that's not allowed.
Yep.
If it's an elevator. But if it's a level, that's apparently fine. It's not as unlucky. We'll take the stairs. Uh-oh. We're going to be forced to use Raisin on this floor.
Wouldn't that be weird to be like...
2 to a mysterious force. Raisin was summoned.
He's about to do some... He's pretty strong.
I mean, he's all right. Yeah, with it for his starter weapon.
And he's got some range.
He's got good range, but he doesn't have a very good hitbox. Did you ever play any like early hack and slash games?
Like Dynasty Warriors?
Well,
I don't know how early that was, but...
That's about the time period I'm thinking.
Like
but
PS1, PS2, you know.
Yeah. I'm thinking like mostly PS2, I guess. Like when they were super popular. Like Mark of Cree was one that I played.
I don't know what that is.
That like seemed really cool at the time, but I bet probably isn't that cool if you went back to it.
Yeah.
There's one made by Square Enix called Chaos Legion. That's actually really cool. I'd like to replay that at some point. It was neat. I've never played anything that was very much like it. And then obviously that's when Dark Cloud. That's when God of War happened.
Okay.
And that was super huge. Definitely spawned like a movement in the industry with like over the top cinematic things.
Yeah.
And quick time events and all that kind of stuff. What else? Oh, well, there was the dot hack games that were super awesome.
Which you have.
But not super popular. Yep, I have all 4 of the original dot hack series.
Okay.
There's also the dot hack GU series, which are even more expensive than those, and I don't have those. I would like to. I don't know that much about them, other than it's just like a separate story with what I assume is similar gameplay, but I'm actually not sure. And then, this game, Dark Cloud 2, more hack and slash.
Oh man, next time he does that, watch like the pole slide in his hand.
Oh, he like slides it back down into the middle position?
Yeah.
That's cool. I never thought about that. That would be...
And also in like a poorly animated way.
Oh, it doesn't look good?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like it just kind of like
It just looks like keyframe animation, moving it. Okay, I'm excited for that.
Which Austin says is amateur. The sign of an amateur?
As far as I know, I mean, I'm not an animator, but I've heard animators talk about animation and say that keyframe animation, or tweening, as they call it, is the most pleb of all.
Oh.
Dang, dude.
Yeah.
We need to throw a couple apples on this guy.
Look, he's wincing.
Yeah. Winston, that's his given name.
Winston.
Before he was known as his nickname of Raisin. God, dude. His combo does not work well against these guys. He's got some very Dynasty Warriors-esque range.
Oh, watch it. Oh, it's gonna break.
It's his standard weapon, but...
Still.
Yeah.
Then it goes into like the broken phase, doesn't it?
Yeah, where it's less powerful.
Yeah.
Until you repair it. Whoa, that was weird. Did you see him like freeze in midair there?
It's like floating.
Freeze frame! When did we pick up a stone? I hate this item so much. It is useless. It does like 2 damage.
We picked it up in like one of the...
To even the weakest of enemies. Okay.
Like a minute ago.
That's so dumb. I guess maybe they put that in there just to make people mad. I wouldn't be surprised.
Seems pretty useless.
It's incredibly useless. Need that magic crystal. Oh, look at this. Of course. Ugh. Dude, he's intense sounding.
Yeah.
He like yells and grunts and stuff.
That's what. Yeah, I do kind of think of Dynasty Warriors when I see him.
Yeah. Did you play a lot of Dynasty Warriors?
I played 3 and 4 quite a bit.
And was
Back
2
in the day.
was 2 the first one that was on the PS2, or was it 3?
I think it was 3.
Was it?
Yeah. I think 1 and 2 were
Man, there's
PS1.
so many of those games, and they are
Now
all
they're
the same.
They're like on like 13 or 14.
It's ridiculous, man. People are still buying them. Mm-hmm. I used to remember back in the GameStop days. I was bringing up GameStop.
You used to work there or something?
Yeah, something like that. Every time a new one came out, we're just like, oh man, here comes another one. Launching at $60. And of course, there'd be some nut jobs pre-ordering it, getting it day one. And like a week later, it was like half the price because it was so bad. Oh, I see it.
I also had the one on the PSP.
That didn't look too bad. Oh, Vaughn, why would you do that to yourself? you take a lackluster series like Dynasty Warriors and then put it on a lackluster platform like the PSP.
It was actually, I actually thought it was more interesting on the PSP because there was like some semblance of strategy where you had to like choose where to take your army.
Oh, they had to like make the gameplay different because it couldn't even handle the same exact thing.
Well, it was supposed to be, it was billed as like a tactical offshoot.
Oh, okay. It's like a spin-off game.
It was a little more interesting. I mean, there was still like the hacking and slashing. But
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But like there was actually,
There better be.
it was actually really hard.
Mr.
because, like,
Blair.
the hard part of the game wasn't in. At least he doesn't take a million freaking abs. Oh no, yeah, he does.
Weapon HP?
Yeah, or,
Two
yeah.
per
Sorry,
hit.
I'm confusing the two.
Yeah.
Sure you are.
Mr. Bomberhead.
But at least the PSP one, like the difficulty wasn't in the, difficulty of the enemies. Like, I mean, it kind of was. Like, you had to survive each level, but, like...
Dude, that Yellow Turban Rebellion? Watch out. So dangerous.
But, like, it wasn't in, like, oh, man, the guys have everyone has a little bit more health now, so it's going to be more difficult. It was, like, it was actually in, like, the timing. Because, like, you would have to, like, move your army from, like, to, like, all of these... So you would have to, like, simultaneously... control like supply depots
as
well as
don't let them get to the supply depot
as well as like saving or like making sure you're in the right places at the right times. It was actually kind of interesting.
Okay.
Like there was some thinking, and the difficulty wasn't in fighting enemies. It was in like doing it quickly enough to get to where you need to be. It was kind of cool.
All right.
But the other ones, like the ones on the PS2, I wouldn't so much replay,
Yeah, man.
It's very repetitive.
I mean, it was fun, like, to play co-op. I had a friend that we did that with pretty consistently with a couple different ones. And, we would just binge it for a while, and it would be really fun. And then you just never wanted to play Dynasty Warriors ever again. And then like 3 years later, we'd repeat the process. And, that's all right for what it is. But
it's not something I'd spend $60 on to get a new one.
Oh my god, no way. And it's not really something I'd even play by myself, I don't think. Like, I don't care about it enough to do that. Dude, we're gonna have to buy some repair powders after this floor. His weapon gauge is atrocious.
And these guys are taking a lot of...
Well, and like...
They're all taking like 2 to 3 HP at least.
Right. Well, and we are not allowed to switch characters on this floor. And normally we use a couple different characters, which also results in less weapon HP loss. Because we're sharing the wealth.
The shared burden.
Yes.
Misery loves company.
Mm-hmm. Miserloo.
Yeah,
there it is.
Did you see that? You see it like slide?
Oh, yeah.
Because like when he taps it, it's like down in like the orange part.
I actually don't think it looks that bad. I think it actually looks all right.
Okay, let's take a close look next time.
Vaughn does not agree. Well, there's only one more chest, so we're gonna have to really zone in here.
Yeah, we're gonna break it down frame by frame.
No, we're not. That's too much work. There's also not that many frames, so.
Yeah, see, these guys take up to 4 weapon HP every time you hit them.
Dude, the bomber guys are the worst. I do not like them. Sam, I am. Try to get some splash damage going.
Alright. Gonna need some repair.
Yeah. Don't want to break it. Boom. I wonder if you get abs if you kill them with not your weapon.
What do you mean?
Like if I were to kill him with like the ice crystal or something, I wonder if I'd still get the abs.
Oh.
If I struck the last hit with the ice crystal. Because
Okay.
whoever gets the last hit gets the abs. So I'm wondering if the last hit is assigned to like a item. You know?
As opposed to like the wielder.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, watch it.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's actually nice that they thought of that.
Yeah.
Rather than having him just like continue to hold it at the base to make the animation simpler. And then him just magically switch it back to...
Yeah, because I thought it looked like the one of the other times, like it was moving in his hand as he was holding it like this, and it was going up, which doesn't make sense.
Oh, that would
So,
be
like,
that would be bad.
That looked like it made a little bit of sense at least.
Yeah, not too bad.
Well, Raisin, good job. You completed the floor.
Yeah,
And
we didn't die or anything.
tomorrow on the boys.
Tomorrow on the boys, we're gonna be back with restocked items.
We're gonna be back better than ever.
Heading to lucky floor 14.
Not unlucky floor 13.
Yeah. Excuse me, level.
Level, yeah. Whoa.
Let's be clear.
Whoa.